impressive. He's the younger player. It's been a long day. A bit of waiting around for these two, but we're off, and it's a King's Pawn opening. Levon with the white pieces.
There we see it is the Italian as the bishop comes out to c4, and the big question is, what does Esipenko have up his sleeves? You know, he had this brilliant prep against Yan, worked to perfection. He's had a couple of hours since that matchup, and we see the players, they're blitzing out their moves. Esipenko once again starts with the black pieces. So far, no big surprises on the board.
The Italian game, the Gyokyo piano, known to kind of start very slow. It's all about maneuvering, posting up your pieces, but sooner or later it always explodes. Maximum tension, all the pieces on the board. But now though, Levon Aronian with a higher heart rate by a distance. Esipenko looking very, very composed as he kind of puts his finger to his lips there, telling us to stop talking.
It does feel like that a bit, doesn't it? Like I'm really keen to follow the ebb and flow of the pressure that the players exert in this game, because when we watch Esipenko take on Pomniachtchi, we had Esipenko pressing in the first game, which ended in a draw. He was then pressing again in game 2, and it was maybe on his 3rd or 4th attempt that he actually found that vital breakthrough. So for me, I'm looking out for which player is applying the pressure. Where are we going to see the sustained pressure that results in one of them cracking? Will it be Esipenko again?
Well, so far it feels like both players are in familiar territory, and you know, an opening that we've seen games being played before. The imbalance here, of course, is that we've got bishops of different color complexes here, so those cannot be challenged. If you take the majors off the board, trade the queens, trade the rooks, that's a draw offer immediately. And I'm just wondering, for Esipenko playing with the black pieces, I think that would be a bit of a win there, right there, you know, a bit of a moral victory, getting the draw in if he can. But what gives white a slight edge, as our bar does proclaim here, is that notice how the white bishop and the queen are actually targeting the tender spot on f7. There's an easier target for Levon's bishop, and also a better pawn formation. So even though it might look at first like Esipenko out of the opening should be doing fine, a little something for Lev to play for.
Yeah, it's a couple of small things. It's the pressure of the white queen bishop. The bishop clearly superior to his counterpart right now. Slightly better pawn structure, black with the double d pawns. And for now, Levon Aronian just happy to build up. In my eyes, it does look like the type of advantage that the likes of Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura might enjoy. Very small, very stable. Levon Aronian, dynamic player by nature. Will he enjoy it? That is the big question. I'm just shocked by the speed that they're both showing, especially Esipenko. Barely used a minute, and he's made some huge critical committal decisions so far.
Does it feel like, because the players have played an opening that we're relatively well versed in, are they maybe feeling the pressure after their initial matches to go, actually, I need to get to this middle game faster. I need to not get caught in a position where I have less than 2 minutes and I've got some critical decisions to make. Do we think that the speed now is an indirect result of the pressure they had in their first matches?
Possibly. They're definitely kind of up to scratch with the pace here. I think potentially as well, it's just a show of respect to each other. They've played down this opening they're clearly both familiar with. Esipenko just trying to equalize, nothing more, nothing flashy with black, as he tried against Nepomniachtchi. And Levon doesn't try to knock out his younger opponent, he's just sitting on the position. He's playing the long game.
He's playing the long game, and the long idea here is he retreats the queen, but with an attempt at an attack. I think he wants to push the f pawn forward, f4, and then think about where he wants to break. Will it be with
your own queen, and you survive at least for another few moves.
And queen trades once again. The only sided favors would be black, would be Esipenko. We saw a little bit of flex there by Levon once he got this flashy bishop to e6 move in. Love to watch that. Right now the mate defended.
Okay, and the green board was our analysis. White does not have to go in with a check yet, of course. There is no threat for black, slowly improving position. Yeah, for Aronian, it's just about a matter of breakthrough. He needs to find a second avenue of attack. He's already up a pawn, that's one thing. He advances his king. As opposed to earlier, this one is very safe for white. Black king's still the weaker of the two.
It's a game for just two results, right? If you're playing white. And Levon, he rushes through. I was thinking he could perhaps wait with this break, and that is a big blunder by Esipenko.
Look at this. Now the black queen can never slide across to block. There's a checkmate threatened in the corner. Queen to h8, as we showed earlier, is the mating motif. You cannot survive. You can barely prevent that. The white queen also has the f4 square to check from another angle. This is just checkmate, forced within 6 moves.
Unbelievable. He just rushed, and now Esipenko realizes it.
Both sides rush. Levon with the pawn break, maybe not best. Esipenko now rushes in, and a check on the diagonal. There's 2 different checks for the white queen to deliver. That ends the game.
But this is just check, and eventually there's a forcing sequence of moves that ends the game. Right now, right here, Levon takes a pause. He's going to see this through. He's been on fire. Clutch wins, getting that Vegas win, winning his match against Artemiev. About to pick up that h5 pawn with a check, but it's not just about that. He's going to hunt down the black king. It's a checkmate in 3.
There we go. It's a check. The black king's going to come out, but the white queen can give mate on h7. There we go. It's over. Levon Aronian takes the first win.
Levon Aronian draws first blood in this crucial qualification match. These opponents had faced each other before in the Last Chance Qualifier. Esipenko is back with the second chance, but Levon wastes no time in going 1